Hi, I'm Melvin Way. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a new random plant species series in which I'll let you, the viewers, help identify what plants I'm featuring here. The soil you see here is in a self-watering little plastic pot that I water from the bottom to maintain moisture. It's illuminated almost 16 hours a day by an LED light that provides around 45,000 lux. So these plants are doing pretty well. So here's the first plant in the series. This is sort of a reboot from my Mystery Plant 1 series, in which everything died because I didn't have optimal conditions to raise the plants in, and I did some transplants and whatnot. So this is the very first plant in this series. The soil you see is sort of a reddish, rich in iron mineral soil from the outside. Where I live in Southern California, it's Chaparral dirt from the hills, and that can help you identify these things. But the cotyledons are somewhat triangular. I've had little sprouts like this before, but they never developed optimally because I only had them at under 12,000 lux, which is not nearly enough. That's not even considered on par with intensity of direct sunlight, which starts at 20,000 and can go all the way up to 120,000 at high noon direct overhead sunlight. So this is soil that's been sterilized. Most of this was sterilized in a first batch at 121 Celsius, extremely high above the boiling temperature of water, for 90 minutes. Then I let it cool down and I started watering with the intention of growing other plants in mind. And then when I did the transplant to this pot, I topped it off with some soil that I sterilized at 177 Celsius for 1 hour. So basically, you wouldn't expect anything to survive, but many plants in the California chaparral rely on fire germination because in the ecosystem I have around me, basically the scrub grows very densely so that large animals can't even pass through, and new plants don't really have an opportunity to grow unless a fire sweeps through. And it is a rare event, but it does happen, and when the wildfires strike, they're fantastic in scope and intensity, and that clears a lot of brush and allows sunlight to hit the ground again for new growth. So that's what I think this plant might be. It might be one of those scrubs that eventually gets quite large, or it could just be a little weed. That's what I thought happened in my Mystery Plant 1 series until everything died. So it looks like conditions are pretty good here. The plants are happy, and what I'm showing you here is on the other side of the pot. It's maybe some kind of wild mountain grass. There are native grasses here that live to be hundreds of years old, and there are also invasive grasses that are basically annuals or only live for a few years from other parts of the world.